everybody. How are you guys doing? I actually just wanted to show you something that I bought in Algeria. Probably in 2006 I bought this. You see, this is real gold. This was, I don't know why I felt like I had to wear this, but this is from Algeria. I bought the necklace and the little symbol, and I don't even remember. I want to say I got it in Oran. Maybe I got it in Paris. I don't know. I've had two of them. I had two of them. I had one that broke, and then I got this one, but I think this is Algerian gold. Maybe I got it in Paris. I don't remember. I'm obsessed with stuff. This is Red Italiani. Some of you guys know him, who I've seen him in concert, and he's very popular with Moroccans too. Hi, Stevie. It's not over. 2020's not over. Watching all your adventures, all your cute son and the beach and all the cool stuff you're doing. So I want to tell you guys the story behind this necklace. So as you guys know, I've been friends with Algerians for about 20 years. The first Algerians I ever met were Kabyle, and I met them in Paris. They were from a place called Village Ait El Mansour in Beniani. My first Algerian friend, the first person I ever met that I talked to from Algeria, his name was Yassine. Okay, Habel, I'm gonna tell you the story. I tell the story, but I gotta tell it again. So back in 2001, I went to France, and the first Algerians I ever met were Berbers. There was a guy who worked at a restaurant on Rue de République in Jacques Ponsargent, because some of you guys know there's a lot of people that you know, obviously go to Paris on vacation. I had never met anybody from Algeria. I never met anybody from there. I never even knew where Algeria was, right? So when I first went to Paris back in 2001, I met all these Algerians from Kabylia. And I just was like, wow, these people like me? I like them too. Like, I had a lot of problems. I was a little bit mabula. Shouya mabula, like a little crazy, which I still am, honestly. I'm a nice girl, but I'm a little, woo. I cry all the time, and I'm emotional, and I get really fushy, but I'm very sweet. Like, I have a sweetheart, and I help everybody, really. I'm really deep love, right? So I met all these Algerians from Kabylia, and I just started being friends with them. And when I came back to America, I stayed friends with them. And I'm still friends with some of the people I know from 2001, 2002, like 2001, 2002. I'm still friends with them. Can you imagine? There's people that I talked to literally 18 years ago that are Algerian that I still know, and a lot of them still know me. So, as you guys know, I hung around Sheb Nasro, and I met all these pretty famous rye people that were here in America, because, I mean, I'm the only American that I know that goes to all this stuff. And most of the Americans that I knew and have known through the years are hooked up with an Algerian guy, and their entire relationship with Algeria has been men, okay? I'm so crazy. Ana mabula kbira. I'm a big freaking crazy girl. I didn't give a shit about men. I mean, yeah, I know Algerian, I'm being honest with you, Algerian men are great. But I don't have a relationship with one, and I am not in a relationship with an Algerian. My relationship with Algeria is all of Algerians. Like, I love them all. I love the families. I love the traditions. I love the music. I love the people. And for me, I feel like I don't feel like I am an Algerian, because obviously I'm not, but I feel attraction to them as people, if that makes sense. So when I go to Algeria, and some of you guys don't know this, but when Algerians talk, I understand. Fimtek. Bzaf, bzaf, bzaf. Because I've been hanging around. I love the culture. I love everything about them. But it's complicated. And it's been 20 years. So it's not one. It's not two. It's 20. You know what I mean? I've just been in so many relationships and friendships, and I've been to Algeria 11 times. I've lived there by myself for like 4 to 5 months. I've been all over Algeria. I've been driven in the car from Batna all the way to Waharan. I didn't go to Biskra. This is a big sadness for me that I didn't go to Biskra yet. And I want to go to Béjaïa, but I've been in Tizi Ouzou. I've been in Tigzert. I've been in Azfoun. I've been in Ojo, in Kabylia, Bourmades, Thinia, Zamori, Bouch Borarej. I've been up in Setif. I've been Gelma. I've been in Kharata, Batna. Didn't go to Annaba, but I was all over Oharan, Sidi Belebez. I'm friends with Lotfi Attar. He's a very famous guy from Rainer Rai. I'm friends with him. I've been in Tingad. I've been a lot of places, right? But I'm very close with Kabils because I did a test and I'm 8% North African. 8%. So, which means that I'm Iberian. If you know what Iberian is, Iberian, that is North African. I have Iberian blood, which they think is like a combination of Spanish and Moorish. I have some connection to North Africa. They can't really figure it out, but I looked at my DNA and I went, 8% Iberian. Iberians are like the Moors. They're Andalus. So I have some kind of connection. Plus, when I was in Tlemcen, I felt like if you look at me and you saw me like at a wedding in Tlemcen, I look like I'm from Tlemcen a little bit, or maybe Kabyl. And when I'm over there, I don't look like strange. I look like I'm there. Yeah, well, I went into a place called Ojo. I'm going to put the phone down. I went to a place called Ojo. And if you guys are from Kabylia, you'll know that there's a very famous writer named Tahar djaout. He is a writer. He wrote this book called The Last Summer of Reason. It's a very famous book. College students read this book in America. Tahar djaout was a writer. He was a poet, and he was murdered by Islamists in the 90s. He's one of the victims of terrorism. Well, nobody made a video about his cemetery. And if I will show you guys what I did, I made a video about the grave of Tahar djaout because he's buried in a place called Ojo, which a lot of Kabyls don't even know this place, Ojo, which is next to Azfoun. And I went there and I made a video of him. And, I'm in love with this writer. I love him. He's just a very important person to me. And if you go on YouTube and you type the grave of Tahar djaout, you'll see me at his grave. And I made a whole video because they gave me a choice to go to either Lunis Matub or Tahar djaout. And I said, everyone has gone to the grave of Lunis. Everybody. But nobody goes to the grave of Tahar djaout. So I went to go see Tahar because he was a very important writer to me. And some of you guys know I'm a poet and I'm a writer. And The Last Summer of Reason, which is Tahar djaout, I decided that he needed a renaissance. Like where they take somebody's memory and they make it awake again. And I decided that Tahar needed a renaissance of his life. So about that whole thing, some people think that if I love one part of Algeria, that means that I don't love the other parts. It's not true. Because I love Kabylia doesn't mean that I don't love Sidi Belebez, which I love Sidi Belebez. I love the West. I love Beni Saf. I love Ain Tumushant and the different places. I've been through Ain Tumushant. I've been to Beni Saf. I've been all over Oran. I've been, through Shlef. I've been across Algeria. The only places I didn't go is I didn't go to Adrar, I didn't go to Tindouf and the desert, and I didn't go to Biskra, and I didn't go to Sidi Bou Said or Annaba. to the Far East. So I have some places I have to go in Algeria, you know what I mean? I know Algiers. I mean, if I was from a city, I probably would be either Tlemceni or Algeria, because these two cities I know really, 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 really well. And actually, I know Sidi Belabès pretty well too, because I'm friends with Lotfi Attar. I'm friends with a band that you guys know who they are. Yazina direlete, Yazina Yazina Malishalik, la 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 la, Yazina So I love all the different places in Algeria. I do love Berbers, but I love people from Biskra. I know people from Gardea that I'm close with. I have a lot of friends from there. A lot. You know? There's a lot of people in my life that I know and I enjoy being around. And I look back at things and I question them. I wonder why I made the decisions that I made. But I'm really glad that I have North Africans in my life. So, again, I want to talk to you about this necklace. So, back in 2003, 2004, I used to buy, anything I could find that was about Algeria. I used to buy it. And I want to think that this is from France. I wish I could remember the exact location that I got this, but I've got to think this is French. Because back 2003, 2004, gold was not as expensive as it is now. Gold is very expensive now. Like this would be, and this would probably be maybe $400 or something, because it's real gold. This necklace is real gold, and so is this. Okay, it's got to be from France, because I don't think anyone from Algeria is going to go buy in Algeria, and wear it around. So it's got to be French. I most likely someone in France sold it to me because I wanted it. And it's funny because yesterday I was with a group of Moroccans, and I sometimes forget. People ask me, they're like, "Are you sure you're not Algerian?" Like somebody started a story in I have to tell you this funny story. How about somebody started a story that I was Algerian, and a lot of people are very burgaga, like they want to know, especially if they're not Algerian. If they're Algerian, usually I can tell them why and they understand. But if they're from Morocco or other places, a lot of times they're just like, why are you so obsessed with Algeria? What's the story? Is there a guy? I'm like, is there one guy? There's like a bazillion people. There's like thousands of guys and girls and people that are important to me. You know what I mean? I don't know sometimes what my future holds. My mom is very sick right now, and she has been there for me through a lot of stuff. She's helped a lot of Algerians. My mother has paid lawyer fees for Algerians. She's accepted cards. She's bought plane tickets. She's been there, you know what I mean? She's helped kids with school. She's just been there. You know what I mean? She's been there through a lot of stuff. You know what I mean? So it's really important that you guys understand that for me, none of this is like a temporary thing. I'm not there from yesterday to tomorrow. I'm so excited because in like 2 weeks, I'm going to go to Columbus, and I swear I am going to literally walk in to like hundreds of Algerians that live in Columbus, because I live in Florida and I don't ever, I mean, I know they're here, but most of them are like a married couple. They don't say hi to me. I never get invited to like Algerians' houses. I don't ever see them. When I meet them, they probably think I'm weird. I don't really know. Yeah, exactly, Havel. Exactly. And Algerians, even if they argue with each other, they deeply love each other. You know what I mean? And it's there, that love. Thank you, Havel. But I'm going to go see the Algerians in Columbus. Yeah, Sharif, remember what I told you. Make a video and then give me your WhatsApp number and I will post it and we will look. Okay? Make a video, okay? And then send it to me in my messenger and I will post it. Okay, everybody? Have a great day. I'm going to take you out with Retta Saliani. Have a great day, guys. Take care. You too, Havel. My mom is sick right now. My mom is bleeding internally, and I'm waiting to find out what's happening with her right now. So take care, guys. Bye-bye.